Hello, I'm Darren. I'm from Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to talk about The Old Man and the Gun, directed by David Lowery, I think, starring Robert Redford, Casey Affleck and Sissy Spacek, and the story here follows the real-life criminal Forrest Tucker, who just used to walk into banks, say hello, and to ask for the money nicely, get given it and drive off. A criminal seasoned veteran who had been doing it his whole life, and now he's in his early 60s, late 70s. He's still at it, and when he ends up robbing a bank with Detective John Hunt, who's Casey Affleck in, Hunt decides that it's going to give him a bit of meaning in his life to investigate this and figure out why everyone isn't so upset that this guy's doing this. Almost everyone's like, it's really nice about it. It's like, and it's a bit of a cat and mouse chase between them as we see how Forrest is also trying to woo Jewel, a widow living alone on a farm with her whole family's moved on with their lives. Yeah, so this is a very nicely toned movie. So, the ups. The first one is Robert Redford. This guy is one of the legends of acting and directing. This was meant to be, and at the moment of recording is his last ever film role, which is nice to see him go out on top. It is another brilliant performance from the guy who barely put a foot wrong as an actor. Maybe his choices weren't always right, but we are so glad that this would be his last outing. Now, this one does have a bit of humour that does work. It's going to be a positive and a negative, this, but it's sort of a bit like, I'm going to refer to this a lot, it's a lot like Catch Me If You Can for how it's filmed and shot, and everything is like, yeah, okay, did a good thing there. And that's what you get throughout the movie. You'll chuckle a few times with how he does stuff and reactions and certain bits. So yeah, be happy, you're going to have a few laughs. And the final thing I'm going to pick as a good is the fact that the conversations are good. When he does his robberies, they're all like quite relaxing conversations. There's one that sticks out, is when a girl started crying, he just tries to encourage her that she's doing a good job, she's a nice woman, and etc. And it's nice to see a robber that's not, here's my 15 guns, I'm going to kill everyone, yeah. And he was quite a nice chap. So there's my 3 ups. My 3 downs? Well, as I said, the humour is good and bad. It does make too light-heartedness of the fact that this guy was robbing banks for a very long time and escaping prisons for a very long time. And when we watch the prison escape sequence, there's a lot of them because they have to put them all in one. It's a very funny but needlessly funny montage. The second one we're going to talk about is the fact that we have like a gang that he works with. Danny Glover, it's one of them. And they seem to work quite well, but they don't work on all the jobs. You never really learn the dynamics between them. We think they do work together a lot, but it doesn't really imply too much how well or badly they do. My final one is going to be picking on the locations. Now, I pick this because unless you know your American states, you will not have a clue how far away each job is. It says where it is, but it doesn't say how far away it is. It doesn't show us on a map, and it could become confusing. And I didn't know all of my states, so to me, just showing Missouri this, Ohio that, Texas this, it meant nothing to me. It's just a date, and to me, it wasn't something that really clicked for me. But overall, this is, as I'm going to say a lot, as I said, it's a lot like Catch Me If You Can. You will get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. You will get a laugh. You've got some great performances. However controversial Casey Affleck is, he is a good actor. To see his face looks great to see back on the big screen as well. But I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. It felt like it should have been a little bit more serious, but then again, the comedy works. Where do I stand with this, right? But let me know what you think in the comments below. And until next time, I'm going to say goodbye.